So you finally got a little extra money set aside, and you're wondering if there's somewhere to put it besides your savings account. Maybe an investment, but with so many options out there, it's easy to feel stuck on where to even start. Hopefully we can help you make sense of it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the 2 a.m. wallet. Quick heads up before we dig in. This is educational, not financial advice, and all investing carries risk. You can lose money, and there are no guaranteed returns. This is investing, simply explained in under 5 minutes. So to know what to invest in, let's first define what investing really means. One way to picture it is planting crops. The money you invest is the seed you plant, and like any seed, it may grow over time, but it can also fail to grow. Given time, that seed may grow into something bigger, and from there you might plant more, or harvest what grew. But seasons can be good or bad, so nothing here is guaranteed. Some crops grow fast. Carrots and broccoli take only about 2 months, while a crop like asparagus can take 1 to 2 years. Investing can work the same way. Some options have tended to pay off over the short term, while others are meant to grow over the long term. All of it carries risk and can lose value. Back to crops. Peas and green beans are pretty easy to grow, while artichokes and onions take a bit more care to keep alive. Investing works the same way. Some options are easy to get into, while others are riskier and take more practice. Riskier choices can lose value, so they're not for everyone. And with crops and investing alike, if you jump in without knowing what you're doing, there's a real chance you lose it before it ever pays off. That's why this is learning, not advice. So now that you've got the basics, what kinds of investments are out there? Let's open the book. First up, stocks. If you've ever wanted to own a piece of a company, this is one way people do it. When a company is publicly traded, almost anyone can buy a share, a small slice of that company, with their own money. If the company does well over time, the value of your share can grow too, though it can also fall. Nothing's guaranteed. Stocks are usually a long-term game, and they do carry real risk. Prices can swing, and you can lose money, especially over short periods. There are also shorter-term approaches where people try to predict the market, but that's complex, and it's wise to really understand it before going there. This is education, not advice. Up next, bonds. Simply put, a bond is like loaning money with interest, but instead of lending to a person, you're lending to a company or a government. The deal is they agree to pay you back by a set date, usually with interest along the way. Just know it isn't a sure thing. An issuer can run into trouble and not pay back, and a bond's value can move before that date. Historically, bonds have tended to be steadier than stocks, but steadier isn't risk-free, and they can still lose value. For some people, that calmer ride is part of the mix. Now let's talk about mutual funds. You already know stocks and bonds. Picture each one as a single vegetable. A mutual fund is more like a salad. It pools many stocks, bonds, and other holdings together. When you invest, you own a portion of that whole mix. As the holdings inside the fund rise in value, the fund can grow too, and your share's value moves with it. Of course, values can also fall, so a fund can lose value. One thing to keep in mind, many funds are run by a professional manager, and that management usually comes with a fee. So it's worth doing your own research and checking the fees, like the expense ratio, so they don't eat into your returns over time. This is education, not financial advice. Stocks, bonds, and funds are 3 of the most popular places people put their money, but there are dozens more out there. And remember, all investing carries risk. Your money can lose value, and there are no guaranteed returns. Curious about something specific? Drop a comment and tell me what you want to learn next. If you want to keep learning the small, boring, repeatable money stuff, follow along at the 2 a.m. wallet. Just so we're clear, this is educational content, not financial advice. Do your own research and consider talking to a licensed professional before making any money moves.